Hey everybody, welcome to another Cult Movie Tuesdays right here on Night Owl Video. And thank you for tuning in and thank you for subscribing. I've almost hit the 50 subscriber mark, so I'm very excited. I hope I can break that 50 pretty soon. But thanks to all my new subscribers. Welcome to the channel. Thank you for your comments and everything. My apologies for last Friday for not having a Fright Friday video. I just got busy with life and I'm just getting back to it today. So anyway, today we're talking about this film, which I think I featured in one of my haul videos. This is a movie called Death Trap. It goes by a bunch of other names, which I'm going to get to in a minute. But anyway, I just wanted to say thank you to all the new subscribers. Give me the thumbs up if you like this content. Consider subscribing if you haven't already. And you can follow me over on Instagram at Night Owl Video. And thank you to all my new subscribers over there too. It's awesome. I have almost reached the 50 person mark subscriber on YouTube. I'm at 47 right now, so if you haven't subscribed yet, if there's 3 of you out there that want to subscribe and help me get to the 50 mark, that would be amazing. It's been a long, weird trip from 3 months ago until now since I started the channel, but it's been growing slowly but steadily, and I'm very excited to share some thoughts on films and things like that. So if you like physical media, movie reviews, thrifting hauls, and all that kind of stuff, consider subscribing. So anyway, today we're talking about the 1976 film Death Trap. This is also probably more famously known as a film called Eaten Alive, with an exclamation point. It also goes under the names Slaughter Hotel, Legend of the Bayou, Horror Hotel, and Starlight Slaughter. So you can pick which one you like best. I saw this in the thrift store, and I saw Robert Englund's name, and I thought, oh, what's this? Then I saw the title Death Trap. Sounds scary. I looked it up on my phone quickly, and I realized it was Eaten Alive, which is a movie I've heard of a lot before but never seen, so decided to pick it up. And so we're going to be talking about this film today. This was directed by Tobe Hooper. I think it says on the front, from the director of the Texas Chainsaw Massacre. This was his second directorial effort after the Texas Chainsaw. So big, a big film to live up to, follow up after. Texas Chainsaw is well revered as one of the great films, one of the great horror films, and one of the best of the 70s. And so to follow that up probably was a little daunting. This film stars Carolyn Jones, who was also in the 1956 Invasion of the Body Snatchers. This was her second to last film appearance before she passed away. It also stars Neville Brand, who appeared in Killdozer, Robert Englund, who you probably know, Freddy Krueger from the Nightmare on Elm Street series, William Finley, who was also in one of my, not a favorite, but one that I enjoyed, which was Brian De Palma's The Fury. He was also in Tobe Hooper's other film, Funhouse, which probably came not long after this, and Marilyn Burns, who was in the Texas Chainsaw Massacre. So the synopsis for this film is: deep in the swamps of Louisiana, disfigured psychotic Judd, played by Neville Brand, manages a sleazy, decaying motel. Upon learning that one of his guests is a prostitute, he promptly impales her with a pitchfork and tosses her to the crocodile that stalks the nearby waters. This is just the first in a series of slayings, and as the croc's belly begins to bulge with victims, people grow suspicious. Outsiders begin to poke around the motel, but Judd simply sees them as more treats for his pet, I should say. So yeah, this is like Neville Brand runs this hotel or motel, and right off of the deck is what's supposed to be a swamp with a killer croc inside. And as people come to the motel, I guess if he doesn't like you, he just feeds you to the crocodile. So a bunch of unsuspecting visitors, city folk and that type of thing, and prostitutes visit the motel, and they surely meet their grisly demise in the jaws of this killer croc. So production of this film was shot on sound stages around Raleigh Studios in Hollywood, California. The swamp was actually a swimming pool, so this was all shot on sound stages, no like outdoor practical locations. So the swimming pool acted as the swamp. Um, the shoot proved to be fairly problematic, and by the end of the production, Tobe Hooper, and I think he left even before the end of the production, he was having disputes with the producers and he simply just walked away from the film. I did read that he maintained good relationships with all of the actors on the set, but he was just fed up with the production and disagreements and conflicts like that does happen with artists from time to time, and so he just simply left the production. The story, and I didn't know about this, but the story is loosely based on the life of a person named Joe Ball, who was apparently he had owned a bar with a live alligator attraction inside the bar. It's allegedly he murdered upwards or beyond 20 women, and there was rumors that he fed the bodies to his real life alligator, but those allegations were never proved. So I thought I read that Joe Ball did die shortly after this, possibly of suicide. I'm not sure. I'd have to fact check that, but so this was loosely based on that guy's existence. It's also of note that this was one of the first videos that was considered a video nasty in Britain, and they attempted to prosecute this under the Obscene Publications Act in Britain. After that, I don't think it was successfully prosecuted, but after that, the VHS were removed from retail outlets, and when a VHS copy came out in 1992, it had 25 seconds of footage removed from it, and it remained that way until the year 2000 when it was released on DVD, uncut from the theatrical version. As you can imagine, the reception to this film was not good. Critics generally did not like this. You know, and a lot of critics did like Texas Chainsaw Massacre, but this currently holds a 33% on Rotten Tomatoes. Not well received, not well liked. And I can kind of, I guess, see where they're coming from. I mean, Texas Chainsaw Massacre, for better or for worse, is considered a classic film and a classic horror film. And so again, like I said earlier in this video, it would have been very hard for Tobe Hooper to follow that up with another film of that magnitude, that quality, that impact. So this was, you know, a lot of people consider this a big step down. So my thoughts on the film are that, like, it had real bad 70s country music playing in the background throughout this, like at the motel, and it gave it this real sickly kind of feel to it. It's definitely, when I was watching it, gave me heavy, like, grindhouse video type feels, like the genre grindhouse, not the label. It was definitely one of those, like, you could see this playing in some seedy theater in New York in the late 70s. Like, it was just real gritty. And this edition, which was put out by Legacy Entertainment in 2005, is possibly one of the worst, absolute worst transfers of a film I've ever seen. I think it was I know it was, I'm pretty sure, copied straight from a VHS tape, and that VHS tape was not in good condition. There's lines going through the screen the whole time you watch it. There's even a couple of times, if you're old enough, you remember VHS kind of like flickering, or like it would like jump to the next film scene, and so it's got all this transfer is god awful. So I did watch it for that, you know, I mean, I bought and paid for the movie, so I figured I might as well watch it. But it was so low quality. It was, and so dark at times. It was hard to see what was going on, especially the scenes with the crocodile. So would not recommend this edition if you see it out in the wild. I don't know if this has been reissued by one of the boutique labels, but I'm guessing probably. But yeah, this is just a real bad edition of this film. I kind of knew just from looking at the back, you can kind of tell when it's like cheaply made, and when you see these no-name video companies, you know it's probably not going to be great. Like a lot of those, like sometimes, I don't know if you've seen them out and about, but they'll do like 15 cult classic horror movies in a box set, and it's put out by some no-name, like, I'm talking below Mill Creek, like real crappy stuff. So I would probably upgrade this if I found it on a Blu-ray or even a DVD that was put out by a legitimate company. But I was just curious to see it. So I grabbed it. It's from 1976. It's drama. It says drama, if you can believe that. So that was another tip-off too when I was looking at the back of this. I was like, because when you look this up online, clearly it's a horror movie. It's approximately 96 minutes. Pretty close to my ideal run length. This is a region-free DVD made in Canada, rated R, rated R, from Legacy Entertainment from 2005. So, would I think if I could get a better copy of this and enjoy it better, and I am going to watch it on Shudder later, or in fact, I've watched half of it already. I'm going to finish it later, but the transfer on the Shudder streaming service is like miles beyond this. So I'm going to watch it and just see. I would say probably this movie gets about a 2.75 out of 5 for me. I didn't think it was anything great. If you like the Texas Chainsaw Massacre, like I was thinking in my own mind, this is just a different setting, but it's like it could be in that Texas Chainsaw universe. Like it, you know what I mean? It's just a kind of like hillbillies in a different town kind of thing. Like maybe not as scary as Leatherface, but so yeah, if you're into grindhouse films, if you're really into like underground horror films, obscure horror films, if you really love Robert Englund, I mean, he's in it a bit, I would recommend it. But if you don't want to see little girls getting eaten up by crocodiles, if you don't want to see little puppy dogs getting eaten up by crocodiles, if you don't want to see awkward prostitution scenes, then probably avoid this one, okay? Like, it's not like to me, it's not as grisly as the Texas Chainsaw, but it's definitely like, you know, this guy is crazy and he's pushing people over the railing into this swamp. Again, swamp, it's actually a swimming pool, to feed them to these to his crocodile. So, you know, you kind of get the general idea for this thing. So, not terrible, but definitely not great. Death Trap, aka Eaten Alive. Probably more people know it as Eaten Alive, and I think subsequent editions of this, you're probably going to see it under the title Eaten Alive. But this one is early 2000s, so I think they were probably still using the old title. I'm not sure how they decided what title to use, but anyway, that was my thoughts on Death Trap, aka Eaten Alive, aka, what were the other ones? AKA Slaughter Hotel, AKA Legend of the Bayou, AKA Horror Hotel, AKA Starlight Slaughter. So that was my thoughts on this film. Let me know if you've seen it in the comments below, what you thought of it. Give me the thumbs up if you like this video. Consider subscribing if you haven't. Thank you for watching. Again, welcome to all my new subscribers and to your comments and your thoughtful messages, and I really appreciate it. And I'm hoping I can crack 50 subscribers maybe by next week. I don't know. We'll see. But follow me over on Instagram at Night Owl Video. Let me know what you're watching or if you have any recommendations for me. Obviously, I can only watch what I can find either out in the thrift stores or what's streaming. Oh yeah, I meant to say this one is streaming on Shudder. So if you have Shudder, you can watch Eaten Alive. And you can also find it on everyone's favorite Tubi, Tubi. If you have a smart TV, you can have the app of Tubi and watch it on there. It does have commercials, I think, unless you're a subscriber to the channel. And even then, I think it still does. But it's a free service, and they do have a lot of great cult and horror films on there. So be sure to check it out. And be sure to check out Eaten Alive, aka Death Trap, over on Tubi. Until next time, Stay safe, take care of each other, and I will see you out at the thrift store or out at the video store or, just out and about in the universe somewhere. So take care, everyone. Thanks for watching. Bye.